How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Personally, I don't give a fuck. But hell, my self-worth isn't tied to the accomplishments of other fucking people. Fucking BuzzFeed, man. Talk about scraping the bottom of the fucking barrel.
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
I could ask you the same thing about why you don't like action movies. I just don't like watching things I don't find entertaining. Maybe if more rom-coms had tits and explosions, I'd watch them.
Everybody likes The Notebook. Everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
Oh god, The Notebook? Fucking Notebook? That movie is shit. Beyonce's fine. I don't really like her, but she isn't shit. But The Notebook is shit.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies?
I have literally never made a woman talk about a man in a movie.
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours.
What in the hell are you talking about? I'm starting to doubt that you've ever even met a man. I've never had a conversation about boobs that have lasted hours. Men's conversations about boobs pretty much go, hey, you see those tits? Yeah, those are nice. That's usually it.
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
Yeah, because we all remember that The Force Awakens was a huge flop. Alien, Bridesmaids, Hunger Games, Frozen, Maleficent. These were all successful with women and men. But it's probably that rampant misogyny you like to cry about so much.
Are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
I haven't made it 30 seconds into this video and I already hate this bitch. I have a hard time believing she's funnier than fucking cancer.
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too.
Don't worry, honey. I'm sure that 9 out of 10 guys that actually get drunk enough to hook up with you want to get the fuck out of there too.
I cannot sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged. When men do it, they're congratulated.
Men are congratulated? Really? So you've never called a guy a player or a dog? Men get shit for sleeping with too many women all the time. Oh, why do you have to gender every fucking thing?
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
I don't know. Why do you consider a man cheap if they don't pay for you on a date? Do you honestly think that only women get judged?
In what world does no mean yes?
No means no.
Are they arguing that men think rape is okay? All men think no means yes. Really? God, this is the dumbest shit. This is literally hard to watch.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
Really, bitch? Has anyone ever heard a man justify anything by saying, men just can't control themselves? Like, I am actually curious about this. Has anyone ever heard this excuse?
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
Don't worry, sweetheart. Literally nobody wants your nasty body. That one was a little bit fucked up. Fuck it, let's roll.
Why would you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
I fucking wouldn't. That's a stupid question. Moving on.
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
This one makes me wonder what you mean by harassing women. This is coming from the people that believe in stare rape and manspreading. If you think I think it's okay to touch a woman against her will, you're a fucking moron. If you think I'm not allowed to look at a woman, you're a fucking moron.
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a
Fucking good.
point during a meeting?
Well, judging from the points you've made in this video so far, I'm gonna assume your points in this fictitious meeting were shit too. If your point is shit, I will interrupt you and tell you that. Why do you think you should be exempt from being treated the same as your male colleagues? Wait, you think women should be treated better than men, don't you?
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
You do understand that balls are between your legs, right? Especially while sitting. Your breasts are on the front of your body. Move your tits to your armpits, and then you can start to understand. Can you please never do that again?
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex, even though we literally birth you, like watermelons, through like this?
I have a thought on this, and hear me out. Because science. Women, on average, have something like 60% less upper body strength than the average male. Why do you think doing something your body was designed to do makes you physically stronger than men?
It's so bad to show your emotions.
It means you're human.
Maybe some men are worried about showing emotions because feminists love to mock men for having them. They love to drink male tears and hashtag masculinity so fragile and attack men for trying to speak about suicide rates and about losing their children every time they try to have a men's rights conference. Why in the fuck would any man ever want to open up to you?
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
I'm not. Fucking next.
Why the isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
It's not ladylike to cuss because ladylike is an expression meaning they don't act like a foul-mouthed sailor. See, nobody said women can't cuss, just that it isn't ladylike. If you don't want to be ladylike, then fucking cuss your fucking ass off, bitch. Nobody cares.
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
Because in America, we have a justice system that works on the presumption of innocence. You are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. That's America, and God fucking bless it. Not to mention all of the high-profile fake rape cases that have been dismissed in court.
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Probably because most women on their periods are usually angry? Just a thought.
Why do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
You could say the same thing about my dick size if I walked around the town wearing tight-ass pants with a tube sock stuffed down them. Otherwise, it doesn't quite compute.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Why isn't it weird that you think there are only old white men in federal or state governments? Not to mention these people were elected by people like you and I to make laws for the country. That's why we have elections. These people were elected by voters. You don't like your state government, then fucking move out of the state.
Do you have a coochie?
Nope.
There's straight guys so obsessed with lesbians.
We aren't obsessed with lesbians so much as we are with lesbian porn. Most lesbians I've ever met are pretty fucking nasty. But, as a straight man, I can say that the fewer dicks I see in a porn, the more I enjoy it.
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
God, there's something about this fucking bitch that I fucking hate. But I assume being kicked in the balls feels pretty much like having your period cramps, all compressed into 15 minutes of hell.
Do you ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time?
Nope. It pretty much just comes naturally. You don't really have to try. Do you get tired of trying to be a woman?
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
I'm not. God. But that's not what feminism is about anymore. Feminism is about the superiority of women. It's called egalitarianism, dumbass.
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
You don't.
In what world does 77 cents equal a dollar?
In what world does 68 cents equal $1?
And here is a feminist's favorite statistic to spout. You do understand that there's a difference between a wage gap and an earnings gap, right? Women, on average, make less than men on average. It has nothing to do with wages for the same job.
Why are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome! More money!
Personally, I'm not. You see how lumping all men into your little stereotype doesn't really work? Especially when all of your questions are based in bullshit.
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
When opinionated men are seen as bosses.
Opinionated men aren't seen as bosses. Bosses are seen as bosses. You think if I went around telling a peer what to do all the time, she would just do it because I'm opinionated? That must mean she works for me? What the fuck?
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Because I'm not the thought police. I have no right to tell people what they are and aren't allowed to think or say. It's much like you telling people what to think all the time. That's why 9 out of 10 men want to get the fuck away from you.
Why are you so afraid of recognizing your own privilege? Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just recognize it and do something about it.
You're worried about men not recognizing their privilege? Tell me why I can never hit a woman even if she's already hit me. Or women getting custody of children 95% of the time. Women serving 60% less time in prison for the same crime. Combat fatalities, manual labor jobs, dangerous jobs. Your lack of self-awareness is amazing. Wow, that was a tough one to get through. I'm fucking telling you, man. BuzzFeed is the worst of the worst. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Later, you fucking cocksuckers.